Ecobee's products. Robertson just brought on Ecobee's three main products, which is the Thermostat Pro, the 3 Lite Pro, and the accessory sensor pack. So the Thermostat Pro is Ecobee's flagship product. It is a thermostat, Wi-Fi smart thermostat. It's got a sensor in the box. It's got what we call our power extender kit in the box, and it has the subplate and backplate. The power extender kit is used to create, if you only have a 4-wire system, you can use this stat. It's an add-a-wire. It dual purposes one of the wires. The sensor, it's a temperature and a motion sensor. So it's going to know when you walk into the room to start paying attention to that room, to average it out based on the set temp in the house. The Thermostat and the 3 Lite, they're very similar stats, almost the same exact stat. The only difference is being that the Thermostat has a sensor in the box. The 3 Lite does not have a sensor in the box, but both stats are capable of pairing 32 sensors to each one. It's just that the one is included with the smart sensor. With the 3 Lite, you have to buy the 2-pack accessory, which is that third SKU that Robertson brought in. The Thermostat biggest difference is that it has Alexa, Amazon Alexa built into the stat. So you can talk to the stat, it can play music, it'll talk back to you, you can make phone calls off the stat. The 3 Lite is Alexa enabled, so if you have an Alexa device in the house, the 3 Lite will be able to take commands from it. It just won't, you can't talk to it and it won't talk back to you. The Thermostat coming later on this year is going to be Siri enabled as well. So it's the first third-party Siri device in the world, which is awesome. So if you have an Apple HomeKit and you're a Siri user with your iPhone, you're used to working with Siri, you can now talk to Siri on the stat. The stats both have, with the sensors, they have a couple different features for what the sensors are, how they communicate and what they're able to do for the homeowner. To both maximize comfort and savings. The first is temperature averaging. So if you have if the stat is located in a hot or a cold spot in the home, maybe it's by a window, maybe it's upstairs, or maybe it's somewhere in the house where you don't want that to be the only temperature reading. You can add, like I said, up to 32 sensors all throughout the house, and it'll temperature average across the whole house to give the maximized comfort and average based on what the set temp is at the stat. The second feature is Smart Home Smart Away. So if you're supposed to be home and you're not because there's no motion picked up for over an hour, then the stat will go back into setback. The sensors also, they not only do they pick up on motion, but they also pick up on the heat signature of your body. So it knows when you walk into the room versus when your cat or dog walks into the room. If you're sleeping on the couch, it's going to know that that's a person in the room, and it's going to keep that room set as occupied. The third feature of the stat is follow me. So if you're not going into a room and it's not occupied, and that room has a different temperature than what the set temp is reading on the stat, then the stat will start to disassociate that room and will just keep the rooms that there's motion showed in as included into the algorithm to make sure comfort and savings are maximized throughout the house. There's also a feature on the stat called Eco Plus. And Eco Plus is Ecobee's AI integration that is going to factor in things like humidity to give you a feels like temperature to make sure that if your house is overly humid or not humid enough in the winter, it's going to factor that in and maybe not heat the house quite up to the set temp or cool the house quite down to the set temp. So those are a couple of the features of the stat. We hope that you come to one of our trainings. If you do come to one of the trainings, you have the option to walk away from the training with a free Ecobee thermostat for your home. It's free of charge. Ecobee really wants to get these products into technicians' homes so they can learn and be confident with the product and then be able to tell homeowners, this is what I have in my house, this is what I recommend. Please reach out to your Robertson salesperson if you have any questions, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.